I like it because it's where I earn a living from it. Otherwise, I don't like because it's a danger to myself. I say it's a danger to myself because last week, I had a client. The client, she picked me from Ilovo. Then we went to the quiet spot. When we were there at the quiet spot, while we were busy doing business, then it started to attack me. He hit me with an iron at the back. Then I collapsed there and there. He took my money and my bag and my clothes inside the bag because on the street I wear short mini skirts. Then I put my clothes inside the bag. After all, to find out he took everything, I had to go to the hospital with a mini skirt. Because I remember one of my friends, there was a white guy who beat him with the gun, with the back of the gun, and stripped her naked. She came back without clothes, with no clothes.
You can go with the client. I mean, you never know what sort of person you're going with. They're psychopaths. Some want to take advantage. You can go with someone and they take their money back after business. Or from nowhere, he'll just attack you, start beating you up and tell you you're worth nothing, you'll never be anything. I've actually broken my ankle before. I was pushed whilst he was driving, and I was out of work for about 4 months. He had paid me and then he took his money back and he said I must jump out of the car. I didn't want to jump out without my payment, so we started fighting. I was raped by a client without protection. I've reported, the police, they don't care about us. Either they get a bribe or they tell you to go home, they'll contact you, but they always have stories to say.
It's hard for us to report those violence because they take us as a criminal. So if I go and report, they'll arrest me too because I'm not allowed to go on the street. That is why we want to be decriminalized. I want to be my own boss. I want to stand wherever I want to stand. I want to be at the street at my own time. I don't want somebody to tell me what to do and where to go. I don't want them to come and make sure that and take my blood test at their own time. There's a lot of things I don't want them to do.
I want it to be decriminalized so that we can all be free, do what we want with our own bodies and not be controlled. Do my own thing, support my family, because what's going on is just too much. Even the police are also involved in this. If you're caught with a client, they take him away, they put you in the back of the van. After the client is gone, you are arrested and they only release you in the morning so that you don't see or tell anyone what happened.
Then
they take a lot of money, maybe even 5,000. Sometimes they can even, in the morning when they release you, they can maybe give you 50 rand or 100 rand.
I became a sex worker because my mother and my father, they had a car accident and passed on at the age I was 15 years old, and I had to take care of my siblings.
I've been a sex worker since I was 18 years old, after I dropped out of school. My mother is a single mother. She couldn't afford to take us to school anymore. So I thought maybe if I drop out and go and look for money elsewhere, then I can help my siblings continue with their education. I do not like doing sex work, but I've got no choice.